West Ham United 3, Nottingham Forest 2. Well, how nervy was that? Goodness me. I mean, as Ange was saying as we were watching the game, it's too early in the season to feel so nervous about games. But in a way, if we win, I'll take the nerves, so long as we get the 3 points. But boy, oh boy, do West Ham United put us under the cosh as fans, because we started off well. Here's the irony: we started off well in the first half, we started off well in the second half, but it took their second goal for us to really get our heads together and get us back into the game itself. But let's be honest, we did well after they scored their second goal, but we shouldn't have to concede 2 goals in order to sort of start getting back into the game. That's the thing. So it was good, but absolutely nervy. We had an awful lot about us today. Our defence, I don't get why we're so shaky in defence. I don't know how many clean sheets we've kept in the Premier League. I think probably 1, and I think we've kept something like 3, maybe 4 clean sheets all in total for the whole season. And when you think about David Moyes being a defensive coach, we can't keep clean sheets, which is weird. But look, our attacking prowess, I won't lie, I think we woke up. When we went 2-1 down, we woke up, we had a bit about us, and I think we did really well to get back into that game. There was a lot of vigour in the performance in the second half. You could see Bowen, the way the players were going into the Nottingham Forest players, really sort of wanting to win the ball back, really wanting to sort of get on the front foot. And we can't knock West Ham for that. We sometimes talk about, the way we lack in our attacking play. But this time, today, we seem to get it right. But it's a concern that we have to concede in order to sort of wake us up. But look, the first goal, good speculative strike by Paqueta. I didn't make the beginning of the game, so I missed that. And then right on the stroke of half time, when you just want to keep it at 1-0, go into half time with a clean sheet. What happens, as has happened many times, we concede and it went to 1-1. Of course, that means we're going to come out nervy in the second half, and that's exactly how the second half started. We were a little bit nervous going 2-1 down, but then what we've been missing for the past few matches is some great delivery from corners from James Ward-Prowse. But boy, oh boy, did he deliver for our second goal, our equaliser for Jared Bowen. It was funny, people were saying, not so sure about Bowen playing up front, especially against really tall defenders like Nottingham Forest have. But yet, he leapt so great for that goal to get us back in it. And then it was all West Ham after that. There were a few nervy moments, but overall, it was primarily all West Ham. And I think we absolutely deserved that third goal and the winner. Great goal from Souček. This is why, whether you like him or you don't, Thomas Souček, he's not the most skillful player in the world, and he does make stupid errors in terms of his passing, etc. But he's the sort of player that you want to grab a header like that to win the game. And well done to him. Kudos. I think Nottingham Forest have been looking at the way Olympiacos have played against us, and they did a good job on Kudos. It was all right, but kept him relatively quiet. Ward-Prowse, I still don't understand why he's playing so deep, but there you go. When Moyes took Alvarez off, I got a bit nervous because I've said before, every time Alvarez is not on the pitch, we seem to sort of struggle a little bit, and it's a bit of a concern. But it paid off, and well done to David Moyes for doing that. Look, Antonio coming on in the last 10-15 minutes is the sort of thing we've been saying. He's a sort of battering ram that you can have in the last final third of the game, last quarter of the game, and that's exactly what happened. Good performance all round, but our defending, conceding goals, is still a massive concern to me, because other teams, better teams, they'll score, but they won't allow us to get back into the game that Forest did. It was a really important win. I don't know where we are now in the league. I think we're sort of we're in the top half again. I don't know, 8th or 9th or something like that, dependent on other results around us. But we go into the international break on the up. Scrappy win against Olympiacos on Thursday. and a decent fighting performance to get back into this and actually win the game against Nottingham Forest today. We really needed it. We really needed to put in that sort of performance. But yet again, we're going to the international break, and this is the disappointing thing, because we come back from international breaks and we're lacklustre, and the game against Burnley away, I think, is our first league game back. Could be wrong, pretty certain it is. And we've got to go there and we've got to put in a decent performance there. But well done, West Ham. We did. The team selection, I think, was good. I think it's the sort of team selection that we all expected. Zuma came back in after his injury, and I was a bit disappointed to see Mavropanos get dropped. I thought maybe a Gerd would have got dropped in this game and have Zuma play alongside Mavropanos. But for balance, a Gerd left-footed, Zuma right-footed, and Zuma actually did really well. He came back strong. Good defensive display from him, which was great. Soufal, man of the match. Yeah, fair play. Soufal really went for it. Soufal and Emerson, what they've been doing the last few games hasn't always worked, but what Soufal and Emerson have been doing is they've been giving us the width. Getting down the flanks, trying to put the ball in, which means that the likes of Kudus and the likes of Paquetá are playing slightly more inside the pitch rather than having to hang out wide, which I think is a clever move. And then with Alvarez sort of dropping deep, you almost have three at the back if we lose the ball in order to get the players back in position. So good tactics in that respect. And he deserved his man of the match, Soufal. He's a fighter. He fights really hard to get down the flanks. He's improving his performances, trying to get the ball in, etc. Great, I'm really pleased for him. All round, well done, West Ham United. All round, it would be nice if we actually collect a clean sheet. But to get back in, a few weeks ago, I don't think we would have been able to get back into this game. Our heads might have gone down at 2-1, and Nottingham Forest might have just stood shut up shop. But good on us. We got back in it. We had quite a lot of fight in us, and the immediate goal, the second goal that we got with Bowen, put us on the front foot. I'm pleased. We're going to the international break on a win. I'm really pleased. Well done, West Ham. We go again. If you're new to the channel, you know what to do. Hit the like, subscribe, and bell notifications and buttons. And I'll see you all for the West Ham Weekly on Monday night.